This is your captain speaking. We would like to welcome you to Peru, the land of Incas.
What do you think about Peru appeals to Indians?
When you walk on the streets there in Cusco, you are walking on the same stones, the same streets. You will touch the same walls built by the Incas more than 600 or 700 years ago. The difference between other Peruvian destinations is that you have many places to visit only while you are staying in the Sacred Valley.
Let's go to the Amazon.
When you talk about the jungle, you can say that you are in contact with nature, pure nature.
But for those of you who love nature, the experience at the Amazon rainforest is simply amazing, and that's something you just shouldn't miss.
And it's, let me say, the new demands of the Indian market. They want to visit the Amazon rainforest.
Today we're going to be speaking about a country that has the world's largest rainforest. It also has the high Andean mountains, and not many people know that it also has an amazing coastline. I'm talking about Peru, a country that I love. I simply love. I've gone there not once but twice, and given a chance, I'll take my bags and go today, right now as well. Because if you have a US visa, you can visit this country whenever you want. Welcome to Travel, Explore, Celebrate Life. It's going to be so much fun to talk about Peru today because this is not our first but our second episode on Peru. We've already done a deep dive on Peru, me and Neil together a few months back, and I'm so happy to welcome Luis Cabello, the Tourism Counsellor for PROMPERÚ in India. Welcome, Luis. Welcome to Veena World. Welcome to Travel, Explore, Celebrate Life.
Thank you very much for your words. You know, it's amazing to hear that from your side, especially from your side. And you know that I know that it's like a kind of you are representing right now India, and I'm so proud to hear that. I mean, we belong to a country in the other side of the world, and to hear that, it caused me, lovely feelings.
Yes, and Luis, like Peru has the tagline "closer than you think," and I think it really is closer than most people think. And I'm so glad you're here today because we did a episode earlier on Travel, Explore, Celebrate Life. We went, and this was after my trip to Peru. So I was so excited to come back and share everything with everybody about things that you can do in Peru. But today, it's all about you. Oh. It's all about a Peruvian's, perspective on what Indians would love to do in Peru. How do you like it? Maybe our listeners don't know that you've been in India for the last 11 years, I think.
Yes.
So he's half Indian, actually. He can even eat with his hands, is what he told me during the conversation. So that is pretty amazing. You're a certified Indian now, and you're a favorite Indian-Peruvian person here. So, Luis, what is it about Peru that really appeals to Indians, you think?
Talking about that, Peruvians are very surprised when I said I know how to eat with my chapati. I know how to.
So you understand the difference in bread and naan and chapati and everything.
Definitely.
Perfect.
My favorite is naan. Garlic naan is one of my favorites. Breads, Indian breads, no?
So it's amazing to know how you're so comfortable with Indian food, Luis. And what do you think about Peru appeals to Indians? What is it about Peru you think that would make a lot of Indians want to visit there? Of course, Machu Picchu, but beyond that.
Beyond Machu Picchu, we have several places to visit. Look, it's a big mistake to think that you can do only 3 or 4 days in Peru. Because that means that you will reach to Lima, you will catch a flight to Cusco. It's not so far, it's only 1 hour and a half or 1 hour and 15 minutes flight. You will reach Cusco city, and then my suggestion is to go to the Sacred Valley, to stay there because of the acclimatization. And then you go to Machu Picchu and come back. But you miss a lot. In Cusco, for example, only talking about Cusco, you have 3 destinations in only one. The city itself is amazing. What I always say is that when you walk on the streets there in Cusco, you are walking on the same stones, the same streets. You will touch the same walls built by the Incas more than 600 or 700 years ago.
And it's still standing so strong.
Yes, and very strong.
Yeah.
And with a lot of history and a lot of secrets. I don't know if you walk, there's a street with a stone with 12 angles.
Angles, yes.
And also there's the shape of a jaguar, as well as a shape of a snake that they I don't know how they did it. So that is something that a lot of people miss when they visit only Machu Picchu.
So, Luis, before we go on, you mentioned Cusco and you also mentioned Sacred Valley.
Yes.
So, can people choose between the two? Because if you want to reach Machu Picchu, you can do both from Cusco and Sacred Valley. Luckily, I could visit both the places and I loved both the places. I can't choose. I think I agree with you 100%. Cusco is a city which is so pretty that I would spend a day or two just admiring Cusco, walking the streets at night, having a cafe, and when all the lights come up, when the city is illuminated, it's so pretty. But can a person substitute Cusco and Sacred Valley if they're short on time, or do you think both should be covered?
Both must be covered.
Okay.
Okay. Why the Sacred Valley? Because of acclimatation. It's a high altitude city, but the Sacred Valley is lower than Cusco. Look, it's like when you want to visit Ladakh. You have to go there, rest
Yeah.
for a while,
Yeah.
eat like a soft meal,
Yeah.
drink a lot
Take
of
it easy.
tea
Yeah.
with ginger. Okay,
Yeah.
take it easy. You're right. And then you can do whatever you want. It's exactly the same when you visit Cusco. So, plus the difference between other Peruvian destinations is that you have many places to visit only while you are staying in the Sacred Valley. So you have Maras, that is a place
Which
where
is
you
the
get
salt mines,
salt
right? Yeah.
ponds. So that
Yeah.
is it was there since I don't know how many years back.
Wow.
And the salt is fantastic. It's like your Himalayan pink salt.
Yes.
Okay, so you can, my suggestion, buy a couple of packages there. You have Morai, that is a kind of agricultural laboratory with circular terraces with different temperatures, 2 degrees. So the Incas use this as a laboratory. I mean, they start a plantation, some crops, and if it works, they move that plant to another part of the empire. Okay, as well you have the Urubamba River, that is the sacred river for the Incas, and you have many places as Ollantaytambo, that is beautiful. Ollantay was a general of the Incas, and Tambo means house or palace.
Okay.
So it's a place of Ollantay. And in the architecture that you can see there, totally built by only using stones, no cement, no nothing, is fantastic. They have, for example, in one of the hills, you can see some kind of warehouses. Why they build those, let me say, houses over there, is because it works like a kind of natural refrigerator. Okay, so when you visit all the Sacred Valley, my suggestion is, then you can go directly to Machu Picchu, enjoy Machu Picchu, come back, and stay, as you said, at least 2 days, maybe more, for me more, in Cusco City.
So, here, Luis, what do you think is the ideal time,
Before you continue that, normally when we go to a place or to a city, we stay in the hotel. Sometimes we have everything in the hotel, especially breakfast and dinner.
Right. Yeah.
Big mistake. For example, one morning, if you want to feel and taste Peruvian food,
Right.
you have to go to the market. Leave the breakfast at the hotel, for example, in Cusco, and visit San Pedro Market, a place where just a piece of bread will make you, will take you to another world. If you are a vegetarian lover, okay, you like your vegetarian food, just think about a sandwich made of only Peruvian avocados.
Wow.
With salt, pepper. If you want to add some chili powder, yeah, it's okay. But just feel it. Or an amazing fresh juice made with fresh Peruvian papita or papaya, or papaya and strawberries and maracuya, that is passion fruit for you, whatever. Just go there, try the cheeses there, okay? And I'm sure that you are not going to have breakfast back at the hotel anymore. You will go all the time. Look, the bread is so special that if you try to produce the same bread at home, not in Cusco, for example, if you took everything, all the ingredients to Lima and try to prepare the same bread,
It's not possible.
because of the water. Just the water gives you another taste. So that is also something that I suggest. Don't stay in the hotels. Visit many places as possible as you can, and walk around the city. You will be more than surprised visiting Cusco as well as many other cities.
And that's a great tip, Luis, because a lot of times we tend to do that. We tend to book all our hotels with our breakfast or dinner, or at least a breakfast for sure. But if you really want to feel the heart of the city, then get out, go to the market, have that local bread, the freshest produce, and then you get that, and get to meet the locals a little bit. And one more similarity is that a lot of Peruvians do look, and Indians do look similar. Like we are
You're
known
right.
as Indians, but a lot of times people would mistake us to be locals and they would speak to us in Spanish. So it was a lot of fun out there in
Right.
Cusco.
And something else, in case you are vegetarian, and you go to Peru, please don't ask or tell everybody not to ask for a vegetarian dish. Just please order something prepared with vegetables.
Okay?
Yeah. Why? The concept is different. For us to have a vegetarian dish, is not here. Because we have many dishes.
But you mix maybe some fish or...
Not necessary.
Yeah.
For example, I'll tell you, locro, Locro, locro.
Okay.
It's prepared with pumpkins,
Yeah.
potatoes,
Okay.
and beans.
Yeah.
Peas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cheese, white cheese.
Right.
But for us, it's only locro. It's not a vegetarian dish.
Okay. They don't even relate that to be a vegetarian
Yes,
dish.
for us it's
And
only
you may miss
locro.
out on some good dishes
Yes.
like that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'm sure that now to receive more vegetarian customers is familiar, no. But it's better to. I need something prepared with vegetables, only with vegetables. I don't need a salad. I don't want a salad. I want something.
a hot dish prepared with vegetables.
For example, have you heard about ceviche? That is our
Yes.
national dish.
Correct.
That is fresh
Yes.
fish. Marinated
with lime,
cured with lime
yeah.
and chilies,
Yes.
salt, pepper,
Yeah.
onions, and blah blah blah. Okay, what about the same but with mushrooms?
Yeah. And corn, maybe.
corn,
And corn.
yeah.
Corn everywhere, right? How many? There's
150 varieties of corn.
Wow, 150 types of corn, purple corn, white corn,
Yes,
yellow
yes.
corn, all
different
kinds
shape,
of
different
corn.
colors, different
Yeah.
size of the grains. No,
Yeah, that's a very, very, very useful tip, I think, to go in and ask for something that is prepared with vegetables and not a vegetarian dish. But let's move on from Cusco now because, yes, we got it. We must definitely go and see even Coricancha, Sacsayhuaman, and Machu Picchu, of course, and the city itself. Like, enjoy the city a little bit when you are there. Let's go to the Amazon because most people associate the Amazon with maybe Brazil, and then it's a surprise that, oh, if I go to Peru, I can also go to the Amazon. So my favorite part there was when I actually managed to catch a piranha and a catfish, and then I put it back. So for me, that was like success. What do you like to do in the Amazon? What should people expect in the Amazon?
First, maybe not all of your followers know that the Amazon River starts in the central part of Peru. It runs all to the north, and then it turns, let's say, it turns right to Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
Okay, so the origin of the Amazon River
Is in
starts in
Peru.
Peru. Okay, the difference, with all respect to my friends from Brazil, the difference is that the jungle in Peru, or what we call jungle, the rainforest there, it's more less. It has less civilization than what you have in Brazil, in the Brazil area. Okay, what I love to do in the Amazon rainforest, not only in the part that is close to Brazil, but also to the south of the jungle, is to have a boat in the middle of the night
Okay.
and just live and just listen to the sound of the jungle.
Wow.
Yeah, the water splashing near the boat,
Yeah.
you know how the sound that it comes out, and listen the birds, the insects, everything, and just look up and take a look to the sky.
Wow. And have us
Full
under the starlit.
stars,
Yeah.
in the middle of the jungle. That's the most for me the most let me say fantastic part of that. Or, for example, if you are in the south, Puerto Maldonado, Iquitos is the capital of Loreto. That is the largest department. We call department the state of states
Yeah.
to these places. So Puerto Maldonado is a capital of Madre de Dios, where you have a lot of lodges in the middle. I mean, in the middle of nothing. So to stay, for example, in one lodge, and when you reach there, you ask for your room, and your room is a platform.
Okay.
No walls,
Amazing.
only your bed with a mosquito cover, your shower over there, nothing on the top of the shower.
Amazing.
And I remember that when I was there, I asked, okay, and how can I take a shower?
Yeah.
The gentleman that was with me, part of the staff of the hotel, asked me a simple question: and what? Who's gonna look at you? The monkeys. So feel free.
Wow.
That is also something. I mean, when you talk about the jungle, you can say that you are in contact with nature, and pure nature.
And this is the best way to really come up close and be personal with nature, because I mean, where else in the world can you expect this to happen? And that is a good enough reason to go to the rainforest. And even there are some tribes that live in the rainforest
also,
even today, right? So you can visit them and see how they live.
You can be part of their culture. No?
Right.
They will show you a lot of secrets about the jungle.
Right.
Okay, but you have to be ready to touch the mood.
Yeah.
To be in the middle of nothing. If you don't like to do something like that, maybe it's not going to be so.
Yeah, definitely. If you have to like the rainforest, you have to like the jungle, you would want to be in love with nature to go and experience. But for those of you who love nature, the experience at the Amazon rainforest is simply amazing, and that's something you just shouldn't miss.
And it's almost one of the let me say new demands of the Indian market. They want to visit the Amazon rainforest.
And I think more and more, Luis, when you say that, yes, it does take some time to reach Peru. So once you are there, you don't want to have a rushed holiday. You want to take your time. You want to soak in everything. And Cusco, Machu Picchu, Sacred Valley itself will take a few days. So stretch it out a little longer and also go. You're already there. It's just a flight away to reach the Amazon. And the good part is the flights are not too long, right? You can quickly go from Lima and you can
1 hour
come.
and 15 minutes, maybe to the jungle, 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's it.
Yeah, and then take a boat and there you are in your lodge. So that's a great way to do it. So we spoke about the Amazon, then we spoke about the Andes Mountains with Cusco and Machu Picchu. Let's come to the coastline now. And one thing I realized when I visited Peru last was that we kept going to Lima, but we kept going to only the hotel at the airport, and then we would take the flight and go to the other place. And then I realized I want some time in Lima because there is so much to do. Most people have not been to Lima or have a different idea of Lima. What is Lima like?
Big mistake if you visit Lima only for to catch a flight and visit another city. Lima is a capital of the country with, again, a lot of history, a lot of culture everywhere. And for me, one of the best food in the world. The best restaurants are there. The street food is fantastic. There are a couple of districts, three districts that we always suggest to visit. San Isidro, Miraflores, and Barranco. San Isidro is like the business district, but it has an amazing park, El Olivar. A lot of olive trees there that were planted by the Spaniards for more than 600 years or 400 years, whatever. Miraflores, that is beautiful because of this in front of the sea. All the best hotels are there. People are really friendly, a lot of restaurants. And Barranco is our bohemian district. So if you want to have good Peruvian drinks, you must go, especially in the evening, to Barranco. You will enjoy the nightlife there. And also, I don't know if your people, if they want to visit museums, there's a couple of amazing museums like Larco Museum, that is one of the best in the world. The collection that they have is amazing. Pieces of I don't know how many years old, pieces from the Moche culture. I suppose that they have more than 2,600 years old, no? And also Lima, as well as Delhi, for example, is a city of contrast. You have amazing buildings, but in the middle you can have a temple made of mud. Okay, and for example, one of the best restaurants that we have is also called the Waka. It's in front of a Waka, I mean a temple, and they are still there. So it's also a place that you have to visit. And why not? What I have to mention is that Peruvians are really friendly. And that is something that I always heard from Indians when they travel to Peru and they come back. And especially the people from Lima, for me, are fantastic. Look, I remember that years back, I went there with a couple of Indian importers.
Okay.
Okay. And I didn't realize that one was absolutely vegetarian. Oh my God, what can I do in that moment? Because I didn't have that, that in mind, and it was easy because I remembered that we have a lot of Chinese restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was surprising for me, but I learned Chifa food
Chifa.
or the Chinese food, and the fried rice was like exactly like the street food Indian Chinese fried rice
Yes,
that you
yes.
get here. I think it's because we both add our own spices into it. Right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
the thing is that when you talk about food, is exactly what you have here in India. I mean,
Yeah.
you have a lot of solutions, and immediately what I remember is okay, that belongs to Asia. They also have some vegetarian dishes, and he will be more than surprised. And I did it.
Yeah.
I took this fellow to Chifa. Chifa is the way we call the Chinese restaurants. That comes from the word chifan. Okay?
Ching fun.
Chifan, to
Yeah,
cook.
yeah.
So we kept that chifa, and the thing is that we have more chifas than pharmacies in Peru.
I think that is the secret to a good life. Eat good food and not medicines, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
But,
the thing is that
yeah.
in Lima you have everything. Everything. You have whatever you want. You have amazing theaters, bars, restaurants.
And even the
places to
old
visit.
town, it's so pretty to
Oof,
walk at night.
yes,
It's stunning.
yes.
The cathedral, you mentioned the cathedrals. I think as Indians, we love to soak in the culture wherever we travel. So it's always nice to go and see it. Even the museum, I think many people sometimes think that maybe a museum is boring, but it's actually not. It takes you back centuries in an instant. And like you said, in Cusco, you can walk on the streets and the walls that the Incas built and imagine. And kind of when you visit the museum, it just ties everything together because then oh, this is the way they lived. This is what they wore. I heard about, what do you call it? They make the knots, and that was their language, right? They used to, Kipu. Yeah, Kipu was the way they actually had invented a
Yes.
language. It's amazing. So, Luis, there are so many hidden stories like this, and you have to take the time to enjoy them. We've spoken of Machu Picchu, we've spoken of Cusco, we've spoken of the Amazon, and we've spoken of the capital Lima, which we both really like. Let's talk of something that maybe many Indians don't know about. You mentioned the condors, and I know that you can go a little south and also go and see the condors. Where should one go, and what do you expect to see here?
Arequipa.
Arequipa. That's
Arequipa,
the white
city.
city.
The white
Yes.
city. Why? Because almost all the downtown of the city is filled with a volcanic rock that is called sillar. The color is white, and it's amazing. It's
Oh.
beautiful. Talking about food, the food there is fantastic.
Where is
And,
the food not fantastic in Peru?
Plus, you have a lot of places. The thing is that the city itself is beautiful. Also the people are amazing. But there is a place not so far, 3 hours by car, that is the Colca Valley. Okay. Why it's so important? First, Peru has 2 of the 3 or 4, let me say 3 deepest canyons in the world. The first one is in China. I can remember the name of the river. Whatever.
Yeah.
The second one is Cotahuasi, okay, deeper than the Colorado, okay, the Colorado Canyon.
Yeah.
And the third one is Colca. Okay. Why I don't talk about Cotahuasi? Because the area is not as beautiful as Colca. Okay, it's not so green as Colca. The Colca Valley is fantastic with amazing properties there. Okay, the thing is that when you reach there are a lot of platforms on the hills, and it's so deep that the condors will fly in front of you. So you find these huge birds of, I don't know, maybe 3 or 5 meters long, overflying, in front of you. Okay, with that amazing way to fly. You
the
see
gliding.
them like kites, and they are going around you and coming back.
Wow.
Yeah, and also it's amazing because looking at them, you will feel the sound of the wind. Okay, it's like a movie in front of you. You are watching a movie, a natural movie. Sorry, we were talking about Arequipa and this, let me say, wildlife over there. And beyond that, sometimes you can ask the driver to stop the car just for a while, come inside the nature, walk on and touch the grass, take a look to the flowers over there, take a look to nature, and you will be more than surprised. That sensation, you will come back with a different sensation, with a different experience. Something like that is not going to be found in any other place. And you will smell nature. You will feel that clear and amazing air. Okay, that is again impossible to be described, but it's something that you must do. While you are going to the Colca Valley, ask the driver to stop only for 5 minutes and walk around.
You've given me another reason to come back to Peru. Go to Arequipa, go to the Colca Valley, see the canyon, see the condors, see the white city, taste the amazing food.
Buy stuff there.
Yes.
The embroidery that they produce.
And it's so colorful and beautiful, right? Luis, of course, there's so much more to talk about Peru. There's Paracas, there's the Ballestas Islands with, what is known as the Little Ecuador. And I happened to go there, saw the seals. And then I was surprised there are the sand dunes there as well. So, there are so many contrasts in Peru all the time. I think in terms of what to see and do, let's kind of end with the Nazca lines because many people have heard of it. And it seems out of this world to have something like that. So I was blown away when I saw it. Out of the figures, which one was your favorite?
Look, I need to explain something. All the coastal area of Peru is a desert. Okay, it's an extension of the Atacama Desert that starts in Chile. Okay, and it runs up to the north, and it has a particular weather because of a current in the sea, the Humboldt current. That is a very cold current, okay? That is why we have that desert in that part of Peru.
So close to the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is that desert gives us a special condition. There's no rain, there's no wind. So if you do something on that area and nobody touch it, it will remain in that way forever.
Oh wow.
Okay, what happened? We have, everybody talk about the Incas. The Incas was the last civilization in Peru, but before the Incas, we have 500 different cultures. One of those was the Nazca. Okay, very well known because of their ceramic pots, as well as their textiles. Okay, but the legacy that they left was these amazing figures in the middle of the desert. When you talk about the Nazca lines, you remember always the figures that we have there. But the Nazca lines are also lines. Almost 3,000 different figures and lines. Nobody knows why, what for, exactly how they did it. But the thing is that you have, for example, a hummingbird or a pelican of 400 meters long, that you can only see them when you overfly the area. Okay. Initially, when I was learning about Nazca, I thought that we have there only one hummingbird. And that is not true. I heard that we have more than 20. Hummingbirds, I'm talking the figure of the hummingbird.
Yeah, of course.
There is an astronaut.
Yes.
What
That
we
was
call
so
an astronaut.
surprising. I mean, it looks like an astronaut.
A royal family. I mean, a royal family, we call a royal family, but it's a family on a hill. A cat, a whale, spiders, monkeys.
A parrot.
A parrot.
Yeah.
So,
And even other lines, trapezoids and other
yes,
geometric
it's amazing
figures.
because it looks like one that is, for me, the best. The best in that area. Think about a hill, a large hill, cut it, and a line is over there. How they did it, I don't know. And that was not a natural line. They did it.
Okay.
I mean, they cut the hill, the top of the hill, just to have a trapezoid line. That is a long, long line. Why they did it? One, let me say, something that I lived when I did it a couple of years ago. I was in one of these flights, because you have to catch a flight. You have small planes, but also you have, not large plane, but 40 people, 40 passengers. Some of them from, different countries. Yeah. We were doing the visit to the Nazca lines, and I saw people crying. I found a lot of people crying because they were looking at the Nazca line, and they cannot believe what they were looking. I was more than surprised because, wow, the sensation for all of us, it was more than a surprise. I never expect to feel that on a plane overflying the Nazca line, but it's a must.
Yeah.
It's the second most important part of Peru. A lot of people are visiting the Nazca lines because it's unique. There is nothing like that in any other part of the world.
No, I agree. And it was just simply stunning to go up there. So I think definitely you need to spend more time in Peru. We've surely convinced everybody that yes, Peru has to take time. If you don't have so much time, maybe, do the must-dos, the most important things to you on the first trip, but go back there the second time and take your time to enjoy the country, because a land of contrast, there is modernity, there is, heritage, there is culture. There are museums, there are natural beauty, there is just so much to do and see here. We also spoke about the food, Luis, and we spoke about the ceviche and the fried rice and the chifa food and everything that you can do there. I think to end the episode, a very important part is, of course, the drink that is so special out there. When I was there, of course, the Pisco sour is something we had, but I also enjoyed the chicha morada. So tell us about the drinks in Peru.
Okay, first, to cook in Peru is very simple. We are not so, let me say, complicated. When we have something at home, we prepare something really easy with that. You talk about ceviche, and it's really easy to cook. It's lemon juice, pepper, salt, chilies, sweet potatoes. You mix everything, and it's done.
You make it
Or
sound so
rice.
simple.
Look, a fried rice is simple. The fried rice, and especially in my country, fried rice must be prepared or must be cooked with the rice that you left the day before. It tastes different.
Yeah.
You just put eggs. You prepare like kind of scrambled eggs. You put a little bit of rice, sesame oil, soya sauce. If you want to add whatever you want, vegetables, whatever, you just mix it, and that is your fried rice. Talking about chicha morada, okay, as I said, we have more than 150 varieties of corn. We have one special corn, that is the purple corn, okay? We just boil the corn. Okay, we put water, we broil the corn. Sometimes we add some pineapple peel or apple if you have, any fruit, okay? And you just boil it. And you will have an essence, this dark purple essence of that. And you just, with that water, you prepare a kind of lemonade. You add sugar, if you like sugar, and lemon juice, and that's it. Simple. Talking about the simplicity of Peruvian food.
Yeah.
I know that you eat sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you prepare it? Simple.
Yeah.
You go to the market and you prepare whatever you want with that sweet potato. A secret. Buy the sweet potato and leave the sweet potato outside, under the sun, for a couple of days. And after that, cook it. Yeah. You will learn a secret of my grandmother. It will be like sugar. Just cut it, fried it. I prepare like a mashed sweet potato, whatever. And I'm sure that you will call me.
I
Saying
think
thank
I'm
you.
going to invite myself the next time you're cooking some Peruvian food, because these are the hacks and the secrets of what makes the food so amazing.
Thank God my
And-
family, my
and we
family
cannot
taught
cannot
me.
miss talking about Pisco Sour.
Oh, come on.
So what is the Pisco Sour?
Pisco is our national drink. It's made of only pure grapes, 8 different varieties of grapes. And Pisco must be produced only in the south of Peru. If you have something called Pisco that is not in that area, it's not Pisco.
It's not
For
Pisco.
example, you cannot talk about Pisco produced in the north or in jungle. No, it has to be in the coast area. Many years ago, when the Spaniards came, the Catholic priests start having these plantations of grapes, and they start producing wine for the mess, for the ceremony.
Yeah.
But the wine was exquisite wine, and we start exporting wine to Spain, and our wine was better than.
Then the Spanish wines.
So I can remember the name of the king that avoid the import of Peruvian wine to that country. So, okay, what we do with our wine? We start the distillation of the wine, because Pisco is a distillation of wine. Okay. Only, as I said, only 8 varieties of grapes, and what you have in Pisco is only grapes. There is no sugar, no water, no alcohol, nothing. Okay. So that is the base of our national liquor, Pisco. Yeah. Many years ago, an American fellow, a bartender, started working in a bar in Lima. But during those years, it was quite difficult to get whiskey. And the beginning of Pisco Sour was whiskey sour. But because he didn't find whiskey. He started using Pisco. And that is the beginning of Pisco Sour. It's simple. It's Pisco, is ice first, ice, Pisco, lemon juice, syrup. Sugar syrup. If you don't like it, you can add whatever you want.
Yeah.
You have to shake it, and one white egg, one white egg, and you shake it, and that's it.
Amazing. And like so many other things,
Totally fresh.
great things are discovered by mistake or by, necessity. And that's how good recipes are created.
Yeah.
Luis, you've created this beautiful showcase of Peru for us, with the things to see, things to do, food to eat, drinks to, enjoy, and of course things to shop as well. Meet the locals, do so many things. I myself cannot wait to get back to Peru. And I'm sure everyone else who's not been there definitely has it on their bucket list and they want to go there. Thank you so much for coming.
One more tip.
Yes.
Allow me one more tip. If your followers visit Lima, they must go to Miraflores and buy Peruvian handicraft in the Indian market.
Okay.
That is how we call it. The
The
Indian,
Indian market.
It's not an Indian market. It's a Peruvian Indian market where you have all the handicraft. You can buy everything there. It's not a promotion of that place, but I'm sure that they will go there and they will.
No, I'm sure they will want a lot of things to come
it's
back
amazing
home
because
with.
you will have an Indian market in the middle of Miraflores in Lima, Peru.
Yes, definitely. And with that Indian connection, I think it brings our countries even closer, even if they're Peruvian Indians and, Indian Indians as we are. The two countries are closer than ever, and there's no better time to get to Peru than now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Luis, for
thanks
coming
to
on
you.
Travel, Explore, Celebrate Life, and it was wonderful having you.
Thank you to allow me to talk about my country and the Indian-Peruvian relation. I'm sure that it's going to be, it's going to grow more. We are now more closer than what when I reached here to India. It was fantastic for me to talk about Peru to Indians and to India to Peruvians.
Yes.
I had to teach a lot about both cultures.
I'm sure.
yes.
And you are a great
Thank you very much.
ambassador at that and a great
That's too
teacher
much, but
at
thank you
that
very
as
much.
well.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, listeners, that was our second episode on Peru. Do let us know in your comments how you like it. And whatever your feedback is, have you been to Peru before? What was your favorite thing to do there? And if you haven't been, then what is that special place in Peru that has touched your heart and you want to visit it and you just can't wait to get there? So, keep listening to Travel Explore Celebrate Life, and next week we'll be back with another episode. Till then, see you and bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.